Everybody smash that like button if you woke up this morning. I appreciate you guys so much. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Today we got a little talk from 50 Cent and Sylvester Stallone. Sylvester Stallone really didn't like one of the movies they just did together. Then he said, then we got Chris Brown. They were trying to cancel him for some lyrics that he had. We'll get into that. Blueface is in the news. This time he is getting his sister and his mother out of his house and putting them, I don't know what, I gotta chalk it up to probably him being young. We do a lot of bad things when we're young, like that we reflect on later and I wasn't thinking properly during that time. It's probably one of those situations, but he reacted to the whole thing. Then, got Lil Nas and his, I thought this was pretty brave. It doesn't make me look at him any different, but we'll get into that. He kind of came out the closet here, and that's fine. This is JordanTower with JT News. Hit that bell, hit that subscribe button, hit that thumbs up button. I appreciate you guys so much. I hope you're having a positive day. It's Monday, but don't worry about it. It's a small week because you have a holiday this week, so you got some time off in the middle of the week. So really, the week's almost over, guys. Don't worry about it. Okay, let's get right into it. It's spreading positive vibes. Hit that like button for positive vibes. Okay, so Sylvester Stallone reacted to a movie that him and 50 Cent just did recently. And he just is not happy with the production of it. He said, here I am with my lifetime friend and director, John Hersfield, who's directing the upcoming film Escape Plan 3. Extractors. Escape Plan 2 was the most horrible produced film I have ever been a part of. Now, this is with the one that 50 Cent was in. He said, it was made in an extraordinarily short amount of time, 17 nights, dusk till dawn, no breaks, and we ate while we worked. The crew was under unbelievable pressure, proud of them, but I wanted this battle to be as realistic as possible. I showed up on the site for the big finale fight scene that takes place in a very, very old cell. That's old cell? That's 9 by 7. They spent all day time choreographing martial arts for this comeback. I said, forget it. Why don't we go in there and just let it rip like a real fight? Nobody does this anymore. No cuts, one long take, no choreography. So you don't know what's coming till it hits you. I asked the other actor who's got the guts in his game. He said, it's gonna hurt, and replayed Bring It. So he said, you see us a portion of the brawl that's completely non-choreographed, spontaneous. Again, no cuts, and no idea the punches were coming. The other actor plays, don't do this anymore. Appreciate the effort. Arriving July 2nd. It's available on pay-per-view. I don't know, man. But then 50 Cent was like, why did Rocky do this? And then he really didn't like that he was making fun of a film that he was a part of. But I don't know. He just reacted to the whole thing. I thought it was funny. And then 50 Cent, Chris Brown and their children were together at some concert that they were at as well. But yeah, anyways, that's that. And 50 Cent stays in the news. Then and a lot of you always say, why do you always report on 50? Because he's entertaining. That's why we report on 50 Cent. He's entertaining. Chris Brown, so his album came out. It's doing incredible numbers, okay? Now, he has reacted to some people do not like some of the lyrics that were in there. He said something, I want the black girl with the good hair. Some people did not like this. He said people were angry about this line and asking what exactly good hair does Chris Brown like? It does not uplift black women, blah, blah, blah. Chris Brown said, y'all tripping. Y'all don't want a dude with messed up teeth, do you? It upsets the uglies, not the black queens. And I was like, oh man, Chris Brown though, he's like the bad guy with the great music, so it's his art, and I don't think it's downplaying anyone. People man, there's things about myself I don't like, but I'm not down about it. Some of us are, we have better features than others. Okay. Then he said, only want to F the. Okay. So I've been only one a Chris Brown fan for at least half my life. In his recent song in his album, Need a Stack, he said, I only mess with girls with the nice hair. I just wanted to know, what is nice hair? He could mean that a girl that just takes care of herself. I mean, come on. People are too quick to, cancel people nowadays. And then we got Blueface. He ejected his mom and sister. His mom and sister apparently had some problems with some of his house guests. He moved his mom and sister in to his house, which is, I respect that. But, really, if you wanted your own space, you should have just got, them an apartment, or, and upgraded their living circumstances, or maybe downgraded and bought 2 houses. I don't know, because he said he bought $1 million house, But, it's not for me to tell him what to do with his money, but putting them out in the street, that's another level, man. I don't know. And then he's calling them clout chasers. His sister was putting out the fact that, oh, mom took care of you when you were poor, when you were sleeping in your car, and she paid for this and that for you, you gotta take care of moms, as much as you can. You don't kick them out because you had 2 friends over. What you do is you do something else, okay? I know, he's young, so he wants to live his life and be independent. And I can imagine having your mom and sister living with you could be oh, I'm not grown up yet. You want to come out and so you gotta realize that, and then have a conversation with them, and then there's a way to do it, but you're not going to do that when you're that as young as he is. Okay, I mean, I did dumb stuff when I was that young. You act without thinking, and then later you realize you got to think before you act. So I think he'll repair everything with his mom and sister. It's but you got to realize at one point, once your clout is gone, once your demand is gone, then all those people that are around you will not be there anymore. But the people that will be there is your mom and your sister. I mean, I never I never disrespect my mom or anything, but I did realize later that certain people were around me when I was in demand, and when my demand wasn't as in demand anymore, those people left. I'm talking about when I did music videos up until 2012. I still do music videos, but I do them under the radar. I still do commercials and stuff mostly. But it's just you got to realize that certain people are around you because you're in demand, and you can't hurt the relationships that will always be there, because I'm not saying everyone's blood will always be there, but you got to realize that your mom usually is unconditional love. He reacted by saying, oh, my mom let me live in my own car. It doesn't make sense. It's time to go. They're clout chasing. Your mom and your sister are not clout chasing. And, both people are overreacting. Then Lil Nas comes out, and I think that's brave. It doesn't make me think any different, but, salute to him. He makes great music. I'll check you guys in the next one. This is Jordan Tower with JT News. I'll check you guys later. Buddy, I hope you're having a wonderful day, and remember to stay positive. Now, I'm going to say something to you, and I want you to remember this. For things to change, you have to change. For things to change in life, you have to change. A lot of people are wondering, oh, I wonder when my circumstances are going to change, or I wonder when the market's going to change, or I wonder when my business is going to change and things are going to come back around. And they're not going to come back around until you change. For things to change, you have to change. And this usually comes in 4 steps. The first step is disgust. You might be upset with the way you're living. You might be upset with the car you're driving. You might be upset that you have to ask people to borrow money every month just to cover your rent. And one day you're going to say, enough is enough. And this is the day when things start to change and you decide. Decide is step 2. You're deciding to make a change for the better. And this is very important. This is a great step, because now you're deciding to do something about it, to change yourself and change your surroundings and just change your outlook on life. This is a great step. And when you do this step and you decide, you must commit to this for at least 30 days for anything to set in place and change. You have to give things time to change. Commit for 30 days and give it the most you can. Give it more than you ever can. You might sit back sometimes and say, this is not worth it, but it is worth it. Hard work and consistency is always worth it in the end. And then comes the third step, desire. Desire is like a trigger. It's a trigger inside the body. And you never know what's going to spark desire. It could be a movie, a book, a conversation, a seminar you attended, a conversation you had in the grocery store. And this is why experiences are so important in life. Don't lack experience. Experience life. Get out there. Get involved with things. Go out to that club that you don't want to go to. Stop living behind a wall, a sheltered wall where you feel safe. Go out there and do things that you normally wouldn't do. Go hike that mountain up the street. Go for a hike. Go see that movie that you saw and you said it looked interesting, but I'll wait for it to come out on DVD or I'll wait for it to come out on iTunes and I'll just download it and watch it at home. Now go out to the movie theater because that conversation you might have with somebody or just watching it in that environment might trigger desire inside of you. And this can last. This can have a triggering effect, a domino effect that lasts years. That desire leads to inspiration, and it brings you to resolve. And resolve is like until. I won't stop until this happens. I won't stop working until I get that new car. I won't stop reading these books until I get a better skill set and I can make more money on my job. I won't stop until I get that degree and I can go to my boss and ask for a raise. I won't stop until I can quit this job and do a better job. It even works with babies. From when we're babies, we will not stop crawling until we can walk. It's that simple, guys. You have to give everything your all. Give everything 100%. A lot of people hold back. You can't hold back. And I will get to this on another video following this. But a lot of people hold back. And they say, you ask somebody, did you do all you could do today? Did you do all you could do this month? And a lot of people have to be honest. Even if you say yes to that person, inside your mind you're saying, no, I didn't do enough. I quit at 5 and I went and, cooked dinner and I said I deserved to relax for the rest of the day. But you didn't give it your all. And if you don't give it your all, you can't change. For things to change, you have to change. You have to do things differently. You can't have that beer at night and just kick back and relax for the last 5 hours. Do something. Be productive in those 5 hours. Read a book. Do something that will trigger desire in the brain to get out there. Now I'm going to leave you with this. Purpose and faith. And this doesn't always have to do with religion. Have a purpose in life. Have faith. Faith is persistence. Be persistent at what you want and get your goals. Envision your goals in life and make sure you get them. Persistence. Set your goals right now in your mind. Set some goals, okay? And then commit to 30 days of change. Do things differently for 30 days. Just 30 days and see what happens after those 30 days. I guarantee you, you'll be looking at life differently in 30 days. Think about this. Everybody can relate to weight loss, right? Or trying to get those muscles. If you were to go to the gym for 30 days and eat better for 30 days, you will see results in 30 days that are addicting. If you've ever lost weight and you see those results, you want to keep going harder. And it works like that with everything, guys. It works like that with everything. You can apply that to everything in life. Stay tuned for more videos. Subscribe. I'm dropping inspiration on you guys almost every other day.